Hello everyone, I'm Karina with karinascreations.com and I'm doing a wow card class tomorrow for my friends, and we're going to make this fun little pop-up box. So when you open it up, you have this wonderful little box that pops up, which is super cute. And I have a feeling they're going to need a video to figure out this box, so I thought I would tape one really quick and I will put it on my YouTube channel so everybody can enjoy it. I'm a Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if you live in Canada and need any supplies, please let me know. And this is going to be a very unofficial, unedited video, just showing you basically how to make the box. So I am working with a Christmas suite right now. I'm playing with Christmas stuff, so I'm actually going to be showing you how to make this box with Snowman Season. Love this little set. And I might use one of the sentiments from Cup of Cheer. I don't know, we'll just play as we go, but I think it's really important to get a video of this box. So let me get started. First of all, this video I want to mention came from Tiffany Almeida. I believe she is a US demonstrator who also she has a pretty cute video as well. And someone showed me the box and wanted to make it. So that's where I'm getting this from. She got it from a UK demonstrator. Name is not known. Okay, so to make this cute little box, we're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock. So let me just set this aside and see if I can do a good demonstration. No promises today. So the first thing is I'm going to start with a piece of paper. This one is 6.5 by 9.5, and I've made my instructions for everybody. Those coming to my class will actually get a handout. And then you're also going to need a piece of cardstock that is 7 inches by 9 inches. And I'll show you how to cut and score this. So let's start with the 6.5 by 9.5 inch piece. Okay, so I need to score this side at 1/2 inch. And I have 2 blades on my scoring, on my paper trimmer. I have a scorer and a cutter. Okay, so I'm going to line this up at 1/2 inch. We're going to score that, and then I'm going to move it over to 3.5 inches. Then I'm going to flip it over this side. And on the long side, I'm again going to score at 1/2 inch, making sure I've got it correct. There we go. And then I am moving it over to 3.5 inches and 6.5 inches. And I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. The next piece I mentioned was 7 inches by 9 inches, and you need to score it at 1/2 inch. I could use this the whole time. Well, maybe I will. I usually use this side. It's just a little easier for me. And I have already pre-scored this for all my ladies coming to class tomorrow. Okay, I'll show you why I use this side. It just keeps it a little more stable. Here's my 1/2 inch. Now I'm flipping it. See, it's just the same as if I did it on this side. Okay, so back to my instructions. So 1/2 inch, and then you move this over to 3.5 inches, and then 6.5 inches. Then we're going to turn it, and on the long side, we're going to score it at 3 inches and 6 inches. And this is that side. I'll just set this aside briefly for a moment. And it's important for me to keep my template. You can see my crazy template. I've cut a lot of dashes. We have to do a lot of cutting, and we're going to get 2 very weird box shapes. I kind of wish there was a die for this, because I think I would purchase it. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do, you can see from my template, it's got a lot of lines. So what you could do is grab a pencil. Make sure I'm in the line of the video, and you're going to cut from this point to this point here. So if you don't have a paper trimmer, you could just take a pencil And just use a pencil mark here. And then you do a pencil mark on this side, and then a pencil mark on this side, and then cut from the bottom. But because I've been doing a lot of these today for all my friends, I'm just going to show you what I did. So Stampin' Up! Has a great paper trimmer, which they're switching companies right now. You'll be able to get another one. And I am going to line up in my track this point where the score line is, and I'm going to go through this little X that I've created. Does that make sense? Maybe you'll see. And I'm being brave and I'm just cutting. Scissors, I don't like the look of scissors. I don't get a nice cut. So I've got basically this rectangle off. You can see I got rid of the tab portion on it. And now I'm going to cut this one, this triangle off. And I have to line it up in my track. This just seems to work well for me. Okay, and I'm going to cut up. Now I need to, you could just grab scissors, and I'm going into this score line here, and you can cut with scissors, but again, I found if I just lined this up at 3.5 inches, I can just use my paper cutter and go to the first score line here. Oops, it's a little dull. Make that go down. Okay, so there's my cut. And now I'm going to be cutting from this point that I just stopped at and then cutting through here. So let's do that. You'll see why I'm doing this in a second. And then I'll just cut. You can see I cut from the top. It's whichever. I need new cutting. I need new trimmer blades. You can't get trimmer blades for this paper cutter right now, so I'll be buying the new Stampin' Up! One when it comes out. Okay, and then you just need to cut this little top part off. So I'm just using my scissors. Okay, so that is the very first shape. Doesn't that look just so bizarre? Okay, that is the 7 by 9 inch piece. Yes. So I will set that aside. Now I'm going to do the same thing for this piece. This is 6.5 by 9.5 inches. And you can see I'm making this very bizarre shape again. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this first triangle off. And I'll have to see if I can load the template up on my blog. Or I do have, I think I'm going to put it in my Facebook group because I can load files up in there. Okay, and again, we're going to cut the bottom triangle off again, which is pretty easy. And again, I'm lining it up at 3.5 inches, and we're going to cut from the bottom. Well, I'm going to go from the first score line down because that's the way my blades work in today. And then I'm cutting from where I just finished cutting, so I'm cutting this triangle. And we're actually going from point to point, and it creates a little tab. Not sure if you can see this. I sure hope you can. Let's start there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I'll just do a little bit of paper surgery here. Good enough. And then this time I'm just going to use my paper snips. And again, you can just use a ruler and paper snips. For me, I just like the nice lines that I get with my paper trimmer. Now you do have a lot of scraps left over, so we can probably create some cute things with that after. Okay, now I'm going to show you how this crazy box goes together. Well, almost. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to flip this over, and I'm bringing up, so there's a cross in the middle of this piece that I just created, and I need to bring the point here up to the point. I'm pulling it up to the top, matching my points in my diamonds that I created. And hopefully you can see this. I need a bone folder. I guess I could have used my paper trimmer as well. To go through probably wouldn't have been a bad idea. Okay, and I'm just going to go burnish it. I'm not sure which way I'm folding this yet. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is pull this triangle over like so. Okay, and now I'm just going to burnish all the edges of the score lines that I just created. Here's some little tabs that I've got, and I've got this really weird shape. You can see if I close it up, it makes this fun little box with little tabs. So that is the start of the box. And then I'll set this one aside. Then I'm pretty much going to do the same thing on the other side. So I am bringing up my point. It's kind of hard to see, but this is my square here. So if I fold the tab over, you can see I'm going point to point. Because we want our box to be perfect. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just think whoever you're giving this to, they're just going to be wowed. And I really like the size of this box because I think it would be perfect for a gift card. You can put some little Christmas chocolates in there. I'm doing a Christmas box, but I think it would be great any time of year. Okay, and this triangle, again, you have to fold it over. You'll see why in a little bit. Okay, and you do need a bone folder. It really does help. I'm just going to, again, burnish the edges just a little bit. Just help it to fold. Okay, so this is the box. Are you loving this or totally confused? Hopefully you're absolutely loving this. Okay, now the way it works is I need this little flap to be on the left-hand side. And then I need this one. So what I'm doing is, you can see when I do it like this, we have, oh, it looks like a bat. Hello, little bat. Okay, and what we're gonna do, so I'm basically putting these two squares together using this little tab to affix it together. So I'm getting my tear and tape adhesive that Stampin' Up! Sells. You need a really strong adhesive for this. And then what I'm going to do is match up the sides. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it. And this is going to come in, and let's see if this is going to go like this. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. Yes, okay. So what I've done, we'll have a replay. I put these two sides together, and then I'm flipping it this way. And you can see there is this little tab. I think it's this little tab that we're using here. I need to glue the box together because this is going to be the bottom. Dun, dun, dun. No, I need this side tab. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, okay, now that I know what I'm doing, just double checking. And I'm also doing this video for myself because I have a feeling when I go to make this a year from now, I'll go, what? What was I doing? Okay, so I'm putting my triangles together and then I'm folding this side part with putting this tab onto this little square. So what I've got right now, if you take a look, I've actually got kind of a box with these little flaps here. That's what it looks like. If I was to tuck this in. Okay, that's what it looks like. So I've got a box folded with little flippy things on the top. Okay, now what I need to do, these side parts are pointing in. I need to point them out because we need to create a little attachment part for your elastic. So I've got it here, it's opened, and I'm just going to turn it down. Just checking my little cheat sheet thing that I did. We're going to get a paper punch, a hole punch, a handheld hole punch, and I'm going up about 1/2 inch in from the side. And then what I'm going to do is create, so I've got kind of an opening here, we're going to create a little fish. I'm going to create a little notch, like so, and then I'm just going to cut in, and that's going to give me somewhere to put the elastic. Okay, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. Let's give it a little fish face. Little fish face, that's kind of cute, hey? We're just going to cut a notch, like so. And then once you've cut your little notch, I'm just cutting up. Okay, now what's going to happen is this now needs to fold inside the box. And I'm going to grab an elastic. Depending on the size of your elastic, you may have to put a knot in it. This elastic seems pretty big. I don't know. Is it going to be... I think I'm going to knot it in the center, because I want it to really pop open. Oops, that did not work very well. Or I could just use a smaller elastic, I guess. Can't remember how big the one was that I used earlier. So if you have a big elastic, just knot it in the center. Okay, I think this is going to be a little bit better. I just made it a bit shorter. Now I'm going to put it in the little notches that I just created. And you could just use one side if you want it really tight. I don't really want it to tear the paper. This is sort of my test box I'm doing for you guys. And then when I do the class tomorrow, I'm going to look so smart. So you can see what I've done here. You could just have a smaller elastic and have one side attaching the two little fish faces together. It's totally up to you. And then now what I'm going to do is you have two tabs left. So I'm going to put a little bit of tear and tape adhesive here. And then we're going to close up the box. Okay, here we go. Make sure I've got enough tape left for my video. Hopefully it won't die on me. Now all I'm doing is just closing this up. Okay, and then I'll do the other side. This is going to be a long video. Just make sure that you get in there and make sure it's sealed shut really nice. I noticed my tab should have been on the inside, but I think it'll still be okay. Okay, let's see if I push this in. Let's see if it's gonna work. This is what it looks like. Okay, ready? Oh, isn't that awesome? I love it, I love it, I love it. Except my tab should have been on the inside, but you know what? I think it's gonna be so cute, nobody's even gonna notice. Okay, so to decorate this little box, what I've done is I've got some, I've already pre-cut some Coastal Cabana cardstock. I've used the Stitched Shapes, Framelits, dies. And I've got this new paper. What's the new paper called? Anybody? It's called Toil Tidings Designer Series paper. And let's just stamp this pretty quick because I want to show you the other part of the box. Let's see, what are we going to put on this? That's Sweet Wishes. So let's put this happy little snowman guy. Will he fit? Oh yeah, he'll fit. Okay, this one's too big. So let's put this, I love this little guy because he's juggling snowballs. Like, how cute is that? And I am in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So we have a lot of snow. We have snow probably at least 6 months out of the year. Okay, so he's pretty cute. Oh yeah, look how cute he is. And I think, oh, he doesn't even have a scarf or anything, this little guy. Okay, we're just gonna make the ground. Just add some little blue snowflakes in here. I know the ground's not really blue, but that's okay. I'm ad-libbing. Should we give him some little pink cheeks? Snowman with pink cheeks. Now he needs a nose. I'm using Blendabilities. Oh, here we go. I'm using my blends. I'm just giving him a little bit of color. Okay, and let's put him on this circle really quickly. I don't want to spend tons of times decorating because I want to show you the good part of how to put this box together. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is set that aside. And then on the other one, oh, I don't even have a cleaner handy. Oh, I do. Okay, sorry for the rough video, everyone. This is a really quick video. I decided to do this at the last minute. Okay, so I've got this one back here. Put this little happy guy here. And I think we're just going to do some Coastal Cabana snowflakes. I think that'll be super cute. What do you think? Let's see if I got Coastal Cabana. Yes, I do. I'm just trying to tie in the color so it looks really cute. And you can fast forward this part. Feel free to fast forward. Okay, and then what else are we going to decorate? we want, oh, I think we need Let It Snow. What do you think? Here's my cleaner. I'm down blocks 2 because everything's packed up for my class tomorrow. Hope everybody loves this. So I think we're going to do Let It Snow. What else do we have in this set? Oh, we got more little snowballs. So I think we need some little snowballs too. So sometimes when I'm designing, I just start playing. And it's so amazing, the cute stuff that you can create. This set coordinates with a whole product suite in the catalog, and it's got puffy paint. So after I'm done this video, I think we'll play with a bit of puffy paint to see how that goes. Okay, so I need one more little image. What else do I have here? Well, I think, will this little guy fit? I think this little guy will fit, and then I'll give him a top hat after, because it even has a coordinating punch. I'm just going to have to take a look at the picture I upload with this. I'm going to give him a hat. And I think, you know what? Look what I found on the floor. Cool. I'm just going to do a little trimming. I think this is a piece of scrap paper, but we'll give him a little hat. And that's from the punch. And again, I don't have the punch handy. I didn't really pre-plan this decorating that I was doing. But he does need an orange nose again. Get an orange nose. Maybe pink cheeks. Oops, I kind of went out of the lines. He's a very messy snowman now. Okay, and I think we'll give him just some, well, I guess Cole should be black, but I want my snowman to be cute. Okay, and we'll give him little pink cheeks too. Okay, so that's going to be all the decorating I'm going to do. You can tune in later just because I could spend a lot of time doing this and it could be a really long video. Okay, let me put this guy away because I wanted to decorate the front yet. I really love these photo polymer stamps and my blends and my Stampin' Blends. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with him yet, so I'm just going to use my snail adhesive for now because then I can actually pull the hat off. It's not permanent unless I really want it to be. So we'll just kind of stick it on like that. Okay, so let's get this decorating done really quick style. So before I had to go for a work trip, I went to Columbus, Ohio. That was so fun. Before I went, the night before I left, I had to do 40 swaps, and I got them all done, and I was so happy. They were super cute. I'll be posting those on my blog. I like people to get them first before I share them online. Makes it more fun for the recipients. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to close this up because whenever I don't, I have a bit of a disaster where I put my pieces in ink. Okay, so we're just going to really quickly, you can see this paper is double-sided. It's Garden Green and Real Red. I'm just going to use the Real Red side. And if you just squish this down, you can easily put on your pieces. And then you can either put on your snowman flat or you can pop it up with dimensionals. Like I said, this is my quickie video because I really wanted to focus on that box. I just think the box is so cute and will make such a great gift for somebody. Now you noticed how I had the tab I had the tab out. It's covered now with my Designer Series paper. This Designer Series paper is cut 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I think these are 2 3/4 squares that I cut all the pieces out on, and I think I'm just going to stick them on very quickly for the sake of the video. I'm just using a mini Stampin' Dimensional. Sometimes I design a project and I have to live with it for a little bit. See if I like it. Let it snow. Look how cute this is going to be. Wouldn't you just love to receive this as a little gift at Christmas? Or you can do a teacher's gift. Right now we have a fall apple and an apple punch, which is super cute. Okay, and I'm going to do one more. Okay, now you can make it fancier. I might add some rhinestones, but this is basically it. But still, that's pretty cute, don't you think? I think that's adorable. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make the box part of it. So on to the next stage. And the first thing we're going to do is create the white box. And again, here's my template. It's 10 1/4 by 7 1/4, basically scored at 1 inch, 2 inches, 5 1/4 inches, 6 1/4 inches. Then on the other side, 1, 2, 8 1/4, and 9 1/4. So I will pull out my paper trimmer again, and we'll score this at 1. And again, if you don't have a paper or a scoring tool on your paper trimmer, we have a Simply Scored scoring tool that I use all the time. That's what I use for all my classes. So that was 1 inch, 2 inch, 5 1/4, and 6 1/4. And then this side is 1 inch, 1 inch, 2 inches, 8 1/4. I'm getting quite a mess here. Okay, 8 1/4 and 9 1/4. Okay, so now we have all these little lines, and we now need to do some paper surgery. So I'm going to turn this to the side, and I'm not going to the first, well, I'm going to the second score line. And I'm going to do a cut. And then I'm also going to do the first score line as well, only we're going to remove this first rectangle. Okay, and what this does is create a tab. And then I'm just going to go in and, I don't know what you call those corners, mitering, I don't know, something like that. Okay, and then I'm doing the same thing on the other side. So I'm just cutting the first and second score lines up to the second score line that I've created here. This makes my tab. This piece is going to go away in the garbage. And then I will make a nice little area for that, and then I'll turn it this way. So same thing. So first score line, second score line. This is the tab I'm creating. This piece gets thrown away in the garbage, and then I will make that little corner. Okay, and then I have one more left. So same thing again. Just repeat. And then look, if you just cut this way, it even saves you a step. Okay, so this is what I'm left with. Okay, and I'm just going to burnish all the score lines again. And before I forget, I need to punch 2 holes for my ribbon, and I have a feeling I'm going to forget. So I think I'm going to do that right now before I forget on one side. And you want to actually put it, so you've got one kind of box part here, you want to put it in the second area. So hopefully my hole punch doesn't really reach, but I can go in at an angle. Or if you have one of those crocodiles that we used to sell, that works great too. Okay, and then that will be good there. Now I think what I should do while I'm thinking of it is add my ribbon. I've just got some, hopefully this cotton ribbon. I don't believe it's retired. I really don't like using retired product in my video. I try to sell everything off in a garage sale every year that I have in June. It's a good deal for my customers. They get tons of free stuff. Okay, let's see if I can feed this through the hole. Okay, and I think I'll leave that out as a pull tab, and then I can just use my tear and tape adhesive to go over it. Or you can tie a knot, whatever you want to do. This is a bit long. Let's trim this. Dum-de-dum. There we go. You're probably watching this video going, everything is so crazy and all mixed up right now because my grid paper's a little crooked. Okay, so I'm just making an X with my tear and tape adhesive. Hopefully that will keep, because this will go over top. Okay, now let's put in my little tabs first of all. So my box is going to fold up like this. The tabs will go in at the side, and then this is the finishing piece to it. So it looks pretty nice. I hope I'm safe to do this. Usually I take a bit more time. Like I said, I'm trying to be very speedy for you guys for the video. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we'll just pull this off. I love this tear and tape adhesive. It's not that expensive, and it lasts a long, long time. If you've never ordered Stampin' Up! Products before, they're pretty good. I love everything that they sell. Okay, so now I'm just bringing this up, and we're just going to put the corners together, like so. Same with this one. Okay, and then this one too. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to finish it. So now this is just going to get folded over. Hopefully I did that not too bad. I guess I could have taken a bit more time to put that together. So now what I'm going to do, you can see I didn't quite close it up properly. So we'll just take my scissors and snip this little piece of paper away, just so it folds and looks nice. Okay, there we go. I always tell my friends, you can never goof up paper crafting. There's always a way to fix it. Okay, now on the inside of my little flap I created, I'm going to put some more tear and tape adhesive. You don't have to use tear and tape adhesive. I could probably use, you know what, I think I'm going to use Mono Multi Glue right now. It's faster. Faster, faster. You just have to hold it, except for this piece that has the ribbon on it. That I will not use Mono Multi Glue because it's got to dry. Once it's dry, though, it makes a really good adhesive. You can put buttons and everything on with this liquid glue. Okay, so that's good. To this one, I am going to use tear and tape adhesive, though. I'll put that there, and then I can also pull off the adhesive over the ribbon as well and give it a double stick, double treble stick. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Okay, there's my box bottom. Now the next step will be to create the sleeve for this project. Okay, and the wrap is actually 6.5 inches by 10.25 inches. And I'm going to score it on the long side at 1.5 inches, 2 5/8. And if you're not very good with these, you can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a smidge over 2.5. Okay, and then 5 7/8. Well, that's just an eighth less than a 6. And I say that because some people don't like working with 5/8. Gets a bit confusing. Okay, and then this one is 7 inches. Okay, now I should be able to close this up. And again, I'm just going to use some tear and tape adhesive to go like this. So I think we'll add it on this edge. Tuck that aside now that I'm done with that. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold this down, and then when I close it up, I notice I probably should have put some on here too on this edge. I think I would use 2 strips. And I don't want this too tight. Okay, and then we will decorate this. Hopefully this will still fit. Yes, it does. Perfect. Oh, in fact, let's squish this down. Squish this down. Okay, the next step is just pure decorating. So this is 3 inches by 6.25 inches. And again, you can get as fancy as you want with this. I didn't really have a decorating plan yet, so I'll kind of show you my vision. I just took This is white. I want very vanilla. I don't like mixing my white and my vanillas. Kind of drives me crazy. I'm sure most people, that wouldn't bother them at all. But when it's vanilla designer series paper, I have to use vanilla cardstock. Oh, I think I need to re-ink my Memento black ink. You have to use Memento black ink when you are working with blends, Stampin' Blends. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to stamp the sweet, I might pop it up later, but I'm just going to do, this is Sweet Christmas Wishes. And this is really fun. It comes from this set, Cup of Christmas. That's where the sentiment comes from. And they're reversible cups. It's pretty cool. I think I'm allowed to show you that. Maybe I am. I don't know. But you can use them either way, depending on which way you want your cup handle to go. Okay, and again, we're just going to give him, let's give him a little red scarf. And we'll give him another orange nose. Why didn't I keep out the orange blend? And I think I'm going to put puffy paint on him, but I have to heat it with a heat tool, so that'll have to be a video that I will show you for another day. Now, I did keep out the orange. Here it is. Give him a little orange nose. And then I think he needs, doesn't he need like a, maybe he needs a blue hat. There he goes. Oh my gosh, he's just so stinking cute. Look at that. Okay, I'll set that aside. And then I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it on with dimensionals because I have a feeling I'm going to add some rhinestones and really bling them up. But I think you have the gist of the video. Now my friends who come to class tomorrow can actually watch this and hopefully recreate the project that we're doing. Okay, ready for the wow factor? Here it is. So, well, that's pretty snug. Okay, here it comes. There, and it pops up and makes a cute little box. So I hope you have enjoyed that video. If you live in Canada and you want to order any products, you can contact me at karinascreations.com. Karina, it's K-A-R-I-N-A-S. Creations is with a K. And I would love to help you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you'll try make one of these. Have an amazing day. Bye.